Current situation, we are on the 162. We passed through Los Banos. We're on our way to Big Sur right now. What it is, this little weekend, it's our trial run for the camper conversion that we put together. Right now, I just have the front section folded back with the carpet still on there, just because we were in a hurry, so I just wanted to hurry up, throw stuff in there, as you can tell in the back. And then I also have a skybox right here and a couple surfboards over here, because we're going to shoot through the Big Sur. We're gonna hike around for a little bit, and then after that, we're gonna head down to Ventura. We're gonna camp out on the coast in Ventura, and then head back to Clovis. It's gonna be a nice little rendezvous, but this is the true test of whether or not this will suffice as far as like a little camper conversion, and we'll see if she likes it, and if she does, maybe we'll up the ante and invest in a camper van.
The only thing I'm worried about is like pee like 5 times a night, so that's my only concern.
We have a tarp, like I can make like a little hut for her to pee in, so that's totally covered. See you in Big Sur. Current situation, we are just south of the Mixie Bridge, so we did make it. Everything is intact on the Subaru. My hat's about to fly off. I better do one of these. This is actually her first time. Check this out. Majestic AF. We'll see if I can get some handheld footy with the iPhone. Plug it in right here. Buddy, we're long overdue for a pit stop, so we want to go get some cuddle time in.
They're so cute.
Check those guys out. I just want to like rub up on them, you know?
There's so many of them.
Let's see it. Can you zoom this way? Oh, you can't zoom this way. I'll flip the camera around and I'll give you a closer look. So many of them. It's so inviting. I just want to go down, roll around with them, and just throw sand on one another. And make those noises here. The elephant seals were really rad. Now, before we head down to Ventura, we stopped at Dutchman's Seafood in Morro Bay. So we're getting some fish and chips, some clam chowder, the necessities, if you will, and then we're going.
Haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, haven't eaten.
Well, we had like Dunkin'.
A little bit of Dunkin' Donuts, that was it. It doesn't even count because I had like a little croissant. And did you have anything?
Like a healthy breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, so it doesn't even count. And then after this, we are going to head down to Ventura. And it'll be about, I think, like 3.5, 4 hours from here. Yeah. And then we camp. Then we actually get to try out the camper conversion. The whole point of this trip. All right, food time, or drink time, and then food time. Check out all these little bits of heaven. Oh my gato. What do you think?
It's amazing. First meal after lockdown.
Check out these. Boom. Time to dive in.
We're getting Kirk California.
What did we do? We did Big Sur, Morro Bay, San Simeon, then we camped in Ventura for the night. But before we camped, we met up with Mike the ski doctor.
What's up,
and
guys?
He lives in Denver. Met him out there. He actually 3 weeks ago was in Charleston and then made his way over here because he said, screw it, I want to go to Cali. So we all ended up meeting up and we just got done surfing. So sick. And there really wasn't supposed to be anything, but there's about maybe 2 foot of surf. But nonetheless, it was a good time. So now, I don't even know what we're gonna do now.
Grab some coffee.
Oh,
Coffee.
so coffee and maybe some breakfast burritos.
Thanks for the lesson.
You're welcome, brother. Dude, and he actually, he killed it. He was like out there sending it, taking people out. It was awesome.
It was a good time.
See you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so we have made it back. The trial run is done. You know what? All in all, it was a success. Yes, there were some inconveniences, let's say, but for the most part, it did work. What we ended up using for a mattress was an air mattress. The air mattress, it came out to about 5 inches tall, which is a couple inches taller than the actual mattress that I ordered. Going further into this as far as what worked, the airflow was really good. We had the windows cracked on the sides. In addition to that, we also had the sunroof cracked, which was awesome. Not only in regard to the airflow, but also the sunroof where that's at, it goes up. It goes up about 1.5 to 2 inches. So that's extra headroom. And we didn't feel as claustrophobic in that area as opposed to if the sunroof, the initial door was closed, we would have been a little more cramped, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. So yeah, so that was good. Temperature wise on the inside, we were definitely warming up, especially with Steph, because she gets cold no matter what, but she didn't get cold by any means throughout the night. And it was about, we were on the coast and it was about 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So that was a good sign that she was able to stay warm. We really didn't use a sleeping bag for the most part. We just pretty much laid on top of this rug right here, like this little faux fur kind of a thing. And every now and then I did see that she wrapped her legs underneath the sleeping bag. So that was good. Now, like I mentioned with the mattress, with the air mattress, we did let a little bit of air out so that we'd have a little more room, and that made it a little unstable, but we did what we had to do because we did have the air mattress. And speaking of the mattress that I did order, I'll link that below, and I'll also show you that towards the end of the video because I think that's really going to make a big improvement on this setup. And there's a few things to think about. So as of right now, this is definitely too high for what we would want, but that was to be expected, like I was saying before. So we're going to try it out with that thinner mattress. And worst case scenario, if it is still too crammed in here, take this down right here, not this part, but these sides where the main foundation is. So I'll take that from, it's at 10 inches high right now so that we can fit a piece of luggage underneath, and I would take it down to about 6 inches, so then you can still fit those thin bins underneath. And with this first compartment, it goes 33 inches back, and then on the second compartment, it goes 55 inches back, so there's plenty of room under there still for those thin bins. Going around over here, in regard to the storage, sorry if I'm a little blown out, there is room for a cooler, and I have a little jump starter in the middle, and on the other side I have a jug of water that fits in there perfect. So let me show you over here. Boom, 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 boom. And so this is the jug of water that I was talking about. Everything from washing your hands to brushing your teeth, that definitely came in handy. And we have some TP and some extra like pillows and whatnot under here. So all in all, it was very functional. It's just there. Oh, one other thing. In regard to things that were a bit of an inconvenience, I had my surfboards up top and my longboard was preventing the hatch from going all the way open. So we didn't have any direct access as far as being able to get our bodies in and out from up here. So everything was done on the side doors. I was able to crack it enough to where I could pull the luggage out from underneath. So I'll try to maybe think of something to fix that situation, or just deal with that for, I guess, whenever we do have our surfboards. That's just going to be something that we have to deal with. But yeah, all in all, I really do think that this was a success for the most part. And there's still a lot of fine tuning in regard to lighting and any additions as far as cargo nets and whatnot for extra storage. But first things first, I really want to get the platform down, or our sleeping area, give us a little more room. So hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed that this mattress will help us out. What we've done now is we've put the new mattress in the back of the car to make things a little more relative. In regard to the width, they're both the same width. That's the new mattress and the air mattress. But with height, the new mattress is 3 inches tall, whereas the air mattress is 5. So that'll give us a little more room to move around when we're in the back of the car. but I think the biggest improvement is going to be the stability or the comfort factor. I guess they both go hand in hand. And what I mean by that was when we did sleep in the car together, Stephanie and I, whenever I would move around, it would kind of like toss her up a little bit. So she was the one that kind of suffered with that as far as being tossed around. So hopefully that won't happen with this. And I'm thinking we'll probably end up testing this out either Friday night or Saturday night up at Shaver Lake or Bass Lake. So I will keep you posted. Hopefully all goes well. Worst case scenario, if we still don't have enough room, I'll go ahead and I'll take a couple inches off of the main platform and see how that works. And even with, like I was saying before, even with taking a couple inches off, we'll still be able to fit in those really thin bins. They're about 6 inches tall and I think 29 inches long. So there'll still be plenty of room underneath the platform for them. But hopefully we won't have to resort to that. Alrighty, now that the other mattress is out from underneath the new mattress, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get in this as I would if I were camping, just so we can see what it's like compared to how it was with the old air mattress. Here we go. So I found it easier to go in from the side. Now already I can tell you that it already feels a lot easier coming into this, because when I had the air mattress in, it was shifting around, and in addition to the air mattress shifting around, everything else would shift around on top of it. So that's already an improvement. And I can already tell you there's a lot more area or room above me compared to when the air mattress was in here. Let's see here. So this right here is the sunroof. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. Let me see here. So much better, and just the stability factor makes it that much more comfortable as well. And I'm sure Stephanie will really appreciate not having to do with the air pushing her up and down as I'm moving around. So I'm really, actually this is making me a lot more excited to try this out this weekend. And again, plenty of room. As always, I hope that you found this video helpful, perhaps intriguing. If you did, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe if you aren't already. Until next time, peace. We out.